Ever wondered how your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are interconnected? This is the fundamental principle of cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, as explained by psychiatrist David D. Burns in his best-selling book, Feeling Good, The New Mood Therapy. CBT is a widely practiced form of psychotherapy, based on the understanding that our mental, emotional, and behavioral health is significantly influenced by our thought patterns. So what if we could change those patterns? According to Burns, by identifying and altering negative thought patterns, we can make profound improvements in our mood and overall mental health. Imagine being able to transform feelings of sadness, anxiety, or low self-esteem simply by changing the way we think. This is the power of cognitive behavioral therapy. It's not just a theoretical concept, but a practical tool that anyone can use to cultivate a more positive mindset. By understanding the power of CBT, we can start the journey towards a healthier mental state. Did you know that some common errors in thinking can contribute to depression and anxiety? We're talking about cognitive distortions here, those pesky mental traps that can lead us down a path of negative thinking. One of the most common is all or nothing thinking, where we see everything in black and white. If we're not perfect, we're a total failure. Sound familiar? And then there's overgeneralization. This is when we take a single negative event and view it as a never-ending pattern of defeat. Mental filtering is another cognitive distortion where we focus solely on the negatives and filter out all the positives. And let's not forget about catastrophizing. This is when we automatically assume the worst will happen. One small mistake at work and boom, we're convinced we'll get fired. By recognizing these distortions, we can start challenging our thought patterns and improving our mental health. Ever caught yourself in a spiral of negative thoughts? It happens to the best of us, and these quick, knee-jerk reactions are what we call negative automatic thoughts. They pop up uninvited, often causing emotional distress, but don't worry, there's a way to tackle them. Imagine these thoughts as unwanted guests. You don't have to let them in, instead challenge their validity. Ask yourself, is this thought fact-based or assumption-based? Is it an overreaction? This self-inquiry is the first step towards recognizing and challenging these intrusive thoughts. Now, let's talk about reframing. Reframing is like changing the frame of a picture. The picture remains the same, but the frame changes how we perceive it. Similarly, reframing our thoughts means keeping the fact constant, but changing our interpretation of it. Instead of thinking, I always mess up, consider, I made a mistake this time, but I can learn and improve. Remember, the power to change your thoughts is in your hands. Have you ever considered keeping a mood journal? It's like a personal diary, but instead of documenting events, it captures your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors over time. Imagine the power of being able to chart your emotional journey. You would be able to spot patterns, identify triggers, and discover the links between your thoughts and feelings. For instance, you may notice that feelings of anxiety often accompany thoughts of an impending deadline at work. This kind of insight can help you understand your emotional reactions and how they relate to your thoughts and experiences. The beauty of a mood journal is its simplicity. It requires nothing more than a notebook, a pen, and a few moments of reflection each day. Yet it can yield profound insights into the nature of your mind and emotions. Through this practice, you can start to see how your thoughts influence your feelings and how your feelings influence your behaviors. With a mood journal, you can gain a deeper understanding of your emotional landscape. Do you struggle with inertia, lethargy, or procrastination? It's a common issue, yet the solution may be simpler than you think. Engaging in pleasurable and meaningful activities can help combat feelings of depression and boost your overall mood. How does this work? Well, think about the last time you did something you truly enjoyed. Maybe it was reading a good book, taking a walk in the park, or spending time with a loved one. Didn't you feel a sense of satisfaction and happiness afterwards? That's the power of behavioral activation. But to reap the benefits, it's essential to set realistic goals. Start small, maybe with a short walk or reading a chapter of a book. Then gradually increase your activity levels. Over time, you'll find yourself engaged in more activities, leading to an improved mood. Now let's tackle the elephant in the room, procrastination. It's a common barrier to productivity and well-being, but don't worry, there are strategies to overcome it. One effective method is to break tasks into smaller, manageable steps. This makes the task seem less daunting and more achievable. Another strategy is to set deadlines. They provide a sense of urgency and can motivate you to start working. Lastly, challenge perfectionism. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. They're part of the learning process. By setting achievable goals and gradually increasing activity levels, you can overcome procrastination and improve your mood. How often do you express your needs and preferences clearly and respectfully? Assertiveness isn't about being aggressive or demanding. It's about communicating your needs and preferences in a respectful way. It's an essential skill that can improve your relationships, reduce stress, and boost your self-esteem. Speaking of self-esteem, it's a crucial component of our mental health. It's about acknowledging your worth and embracing your strengths and weaknesses. Techniques for building self-esteem include practicing self-compassion, setting achievable goals, and challenging self-critical thoughts. Now let's not forget the mind-body connection. Our physical health and mental well-being are intertwined. Regular exercise, adequate sleep, and healthy nutrition are not just good for your body, they are vital for your mind too. Regular exercise can reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety, improve your mood, and boost your self-esteem. Adequate sleep is essential for your brain to function properly, impacting your mood, energy level, and ability to handle stress. And let's not forget nutrition. Eating a balanced diet can help regulate your mood, enhance your brain function, and even help combat mental disorders. So what's the takeaway? Assertiveness, self-esteem, and the mind-body connection are all integral parts of maintaining good mental health. By integrating these techniques into your life, you can cultivate a more positive and fulfilling life.